Hi everybody, welcome back to Healing with Love here in 2020. First video of the year. So let's just jump right into it. So how are we doing this today? You know, I always like to mix it up and do things, a little bit differently than before. So you can do however you want, whatever card you are drawn to. Select whichever cards you're drawn to, or you can do a tic-tac-toe, which I'm going to do tic-tac-toe here. You can do up, down, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this up this way, crisscross applesauce, however you want to do it. That'll be your message. And how I'm going to do it today as well is I'm going to just pick some songs, 12 songs that came through. I'm going to mix them up here. And those will be your songs. Okay, guys. Here we go. So I'm just going to open all of them. I'm going to just open the whole thing and see how everything goes. So for this first reading, I actually pulled 3 cards. Room here. Okay, so this goes with these. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to start with the top row. One Sweet Love by I don't know how to say her name, Sarah Bareilles. One Sweet Love, I'm ready for a heart worth breaking. So this is about, in relationships, you're ready for love, whether it breaks your heart or it doesn't. You're ready to experience it, because sometimes, we don't have to stay with the same person for the rest of our lives. Every love is worth the heartbreak. Every love that we've ever had is worth it, because then that means we would never have experienced it, right? So even if it's a love that breaks your heart, it's worth it. Okay, and we've got, over here, we've got the 10 of Wands, and, that usually signifies too much on your plate, lost sight of why you started doing things in the first place, whatever that is for you, saving the world before saving yourself, kind of like putting the oxygen, you got to put the oxygen mask on yourself before you put it on somebody else, and carrying other people's burdens. And people wanting you to solve their problems. And we're not here to solve people's problems, but we're here to inspire them to solve their own problems. If we keep giving a kid the answers to, their homework, are they ever going to learn on their own if we just keep giving them the answers? So this is saying it's okay to just give suggestions and, guide people, but let them figure it out on their own. And a lot of people don't like being told what to do anyway. So that's what I've been learning lately. And then we've got the Hanged Man in reverse here. And that's talking about letting go, healthy boundaries, getting yourself unstuck. And I'm also hearing hang on. So, but a new perspective flip, because then it ends with the Daughter of Wands. So this whole thing where you're having your healthy boundaries, so people are not manipulating and draining you because they know that you have that healing energy, and they want to take advantage of that instead of learning, how to do things on their own. They want the easy answers. So the Daughter of Wands comes in, which she's like she would be the Page of Wands, I think. And it's all about a spiritual breakthrough, piercing through the veil. And it's also the messenger. So I'm seeing messages coming through regarding love, because we got the One Sweet Love. And I'm seeing the number 1. The number 1 is independent. It's the originator. It is original. But once again, it's very independent. It doesn't like to be told what to do. So... And I'm seeing all these beautiful flowers. I'm seeing the infinity. So infinite love. I'm seeing this love that is from lifetimes. Lifetimes upon lifetimes coming through. And Yeah. Passion, it's fire. So I'm seeing maybe some job offers coming through in regards to maybe coaching, life coaching, this kind of stuff, healing work, something you're passionate about. So all that patience with these situations and these people and these family members and these friends and these clients, all this patience with them is paying off, because now I'm seeing infinite abundance here. Okay, moving on to the Bjork card. Love this card. It looks like we've got a lot of wands here, and we got more. It looks like wands here as well, but it's bamboo. Well, what's bamboo? It's very flexible. And what else is flexible? These neck things. I remember I saw a documentary about this a long time ago for like the Guinness Book of Records, of these women with the long necks, almost like giraffe-like necks. So I'm seeing like giraffes. They have the biggest hearts. So this is a great row if you picked this row. And it says, devour life whole. Organize an orgy with the sky and the sea. Oh my God. I love that. Okay, optimism is energy. So sky and sea, my name is Maricela, which means sky and sea in Spanish. But we're not organizing an orgy here, guys. But I love Bjork. She is, she's like she's like a goddess. She's everything and everyone. She's innovative, she's original, she's creative. So I'm seeing like creative, super creative energy here. And being very flexible, because we've got the neck thing elongating for a bigger perception, a bigger view. And I'm seeing the bamboo, which to me is flexibility, but I'm also seeing lots of water energy here. So I love that. Optimism is energy. And the song was Happy Now by Zed. Anytime I hear Zed, I think of 0 point. So I'm seeing that 0 point energy. When you're doing exactly what you love, you hit 0 point and time just flies right by because you were having so much fun. You know how they say time flies when you're having fun, because you're in that zone. And so when you're loving what you do, it's like it's almost like time stands still for a minute and you're just in the moment. But the song itself, Happy Now, it talks about that, are you happy now? But I'm seeing it as be happy now. We might feel like things are horrible, and we might feel sad, and we might feel despair, and we might feel this and feel that, but they're just feelings. And you can easily just be happy by converting that feeling, that thought pattern. You're emitting emotion, energy and emotion, right? So just whenever I start thinking of something negative, I have to do something to pull me out of that, whether that's play with my dog or listen to a song I like or watch a funny movie. So it wants you to be happy now. Okay. Then we've got the faith, moving on to the faith card. So, Reasons by Newfound Glory. It's almost like you take me for granted. You take me for reasons that nobody knows. You take me for granted. Why do you? And this is almost talking to yourself. Having faith in yourself, taking yourself for granted, but also maybe feeling that you've taken others for granted, or maybe you've been taken for granted. And the beginning of the lyric is, you can steal my eyes because I don't even need them, because I don't see anyone other than you. I love that lyric. And it's almost like the third eye, right? And your heart, you feel, you don't even need your eyes because you feel, you have faith that the universe is guiding you to the places, people, and things. And immediately when I'm seeing this card, so I'm seeing amethyst, so definitely seeing third eye chakra awakening. So I love that came through, because the eyes, seeing with your third eye, envisioning the world. See how she's pregnant? So you can either be wanting to be pregnant, or you can either be having a project that you are babying and nurturing that's still in the womb, and have faith that it's going to be. That is the Holy Grail. You are the Holy Grail. The Templar Knights, They protect the Holy Grail, the divine feminine. So you are that divine, whether you're a masculine or a feminine, you are a divine being. And I love this because they all have their hands. So healing hands. And I'm seeing this angel in the back, it would represent God to me, because it's got the owl at the top up there, all-seeing owl, all-seeing eye. So have faith in your abilities that what you are seeing is real. Have faith in your abilities that what you're feeling is real. Have faith in your passions and your talents and your gifts. Have faith that miracles are coming, because I love that it transitions into the miracles over here. So we've got Mother Mary. Moving on to Mother Mary. Expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Once again, another baby. See how she's got the pregnant belly and now there's a baby? So I don't know if somebody or there's a baby, a miracle involving a baby, a gift, a project coming to fruition. And Mother Mary, before I get into the card of Mother Mary, I'm going to get to the song number 10, Can't Feel My Face by The Weeknd. I can't feel my face when I'm with you, but I love it. Anytime I hear that song, I think of addiction. But I'm also seeing it as there is no pain when I'm with you. When I'm with you, I can't feel anything around me but you. So, and I love it. I love that feeling. So I'm seeing that type of love coming through. Because your prayers are being answered. And, she's got all these stars on her head, which the stars always represent the guiding force, but I'm also seeing it as the Christ consciousness energy, that awakening, the Kundalini energy. So I'm seeing the third eye energy moving up, realizing that we are all infinite beings, being flexible, having faith. So also the flexibility over here, I'm seeing it as being flexible in your opinions. Don't be too stuck on one opinion or one idea. Let your mind expand. Whenever you are in meditation, quiet your mind and let what comes to you and let it go by like a river current, like thoughts on a river current. Like, whoop, there goes that thought. Oh, here comes another thought. And just let it flow. And I'm seen surrounded by angels. Expect a miracle. So whatever you have been wanting, whatever you've been, trying to manifest, expect a miracle. I love that card. It's one of my favorite cards. And I'm seeing this like creamy, almost yellow color, which is the willpower to succeed. You have to have the will. Where there is a will, there is a way. And I just want to I know I already passed all these cards, but I'm going to go back to Bjork, because I'm seeing Iceland, and I'm seeing the Northern Lights, the Aurora Borealis, which is interesting because Sarah Boreas, whatever, sounds like Borealis. So I'm seeing the Northern Lights. I also am seeing the number 8 here, so 8 and 8. She is 54 years old. She's an 8 life path, a 17, so I'm seeing twin flame energy. This row up here, this row here, this row here, this row here, however it goes for you. Okay, moving on to number 10, karmic completion. Love it. Okay, guys, this is awesome here. So we've got 10. It's the perfect number. It's the God number. It is, perfection. It is completion. It is karmic completion. I'm also seeing a lot of root chakra activity happening, but I'm also seeing earth star chakra activity happening. So letting go of the fear. And I'm also seeing, so how I was seeing up here about having faith and seeing things and thinking outside of the box. I'm also seeing that, with the song. So the song I came through was 311's Reconsider Everything. What if the truth is that there is no truth, Don't be so sure that your source is correct. What you got to do is reconsider everything. Everything you thought you knew, reconsider that maybe it's not. Let's take the flat world, round world, for example. Science tells us this. And I just remember the lyrics from the Coldplay song. Questions of science and progress do not speak as loud as my heart. Listen to your heart. Your heart will tell you the truth. of what is happening, what is going on around you, and reconsider everything. It's time to step outside of the box, because now we're in a box where we think we know everything. It's almost a matrix grid. So now we're stepping outside of the box. And when you step outside of the box, it's a whole new world that you never could have even imagined. So reconsider everything that you think you know now. And, once again, spirituality, a new spiritual beginning. So I'm seeing the karmic completion. So I'm seeing a lot of karma being completed, which is interesting if you picked this row here. Karma with friends, family, etc. Letting all that go, right? And I'm also seeing the number 1, which is the new beginning. So the 0 always represents 0 point spirituality. I was also seeing a little 0 point up here. The 0 point is, I always talk about it. It's like it's spinning so fast, and then when it stops, everything goes, and it's like a puzzle piece. All comes together as soon as it stops spinning and just clicks. Everything just clicks. So I'm seeing being passionate about what you do, starting a new journey based on spirituality, realizing that you are taken care of, expecting miracles over here. Reconsider everything. Okay, moving on to the share card. So I love this. Share your optimism. I love that it came through here. Have the balls. Nice little transition here. So walking on the moon. The police. Very interesting. So I'm seeing walking on the moon. Bouncing. What do you do when you're on the moon? There's 0 gravity. So I'm seeing that happening with Earth. Almost like a magnetic pole shift. And some say I'm wasting my days away. No way. Okay, so share. When you share, everyone feels happy. And I was talking about this to a friend the other day. When you share your story, you connect with somebody on a deep level, because maybe somebody was feeling alone, and now they have somebody that they can relate to that has been there. So this is why I share the stuff that I know, in case somebody else is going through the things that I went through. And I love this. So there's this beautiful fairy here, and it's a basket of roses. I always think of twin flames when I see roses, because but a basket of flowers, and this little elf is here, is like helping them out. So you help others out by sharing your gifts and your talents, sharing what you're passionate about. I'm seeing roses as passion, as love. So whatever you're passionate about. Also, I'm seeing crown chakra activity, sharing the information that is coming to you from a higher source, sharing that with others, sharing that universal wisdom and knowledge, sharing your optimism, sharing your happiness. Share the good, the bad, and the downright painful. Just share it all. There's somebody out there that needs to hear it. Okay, moving on to, I love it, Star Child. Okay, so Moldavite, Star Child. Moldavite, it's a crystal that is found in Russia. It was once said to be from a meteorite. So it fell from the heavens, the skies, space, down to earth. It is a star child. It is a star seed. I'm immediately seeing star seed energy here. It's 1111. So we got 1-1 right here, 111. So new beginnings. If you picked this row, definitely a new beginning. And I'm seeing the song that came through was Tuvlo, Stay High, number 9. So 911 right here, the light worker number. And keeping busy. Sometimes we just keep busy trying to watch things, so we don't think about the way our life is going, or we try to drown our sorrows by staying high, whether this through alcohol, drugs, sugar, etc. Sometimes workaholics, but I'm seeing it differently as well. I'm also seeing staying high vibration, staying high vibration. Star child, star seed. Walking through that gateway, that karmic completion. The karmic completion has happened. Now you're walking through this new gateway. You have moved beyond ancestral patterns. So this row right here with karmic completion and move beyond ancestral patterns, I'm blown away by the synchronicity of that coming through. You are a star seed, and you've probably felt all your life that you didn't belong here. It was hard to fit in, almost like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. And it was hard because you always felt like maybe you didn't belong here. So you're moving beyond those thought patterns of how you thought life should be, and how you thought of yourself, and realizing that you are this unique individual. We all come from different star systems. Some of us are from Earth, you know. We're all different, but we're all the same, from the same source. We all come from the same source, the same 0 point energy. So I'm seeing a lot of heart healing here, so a lot of connecting with nature as well. Grounding yourself in nature, so you're not all up in space all the time, you know what I mean? We always want to come down to Earth, connect with Mother Earth so we feel safe. Sometimes when we are not connected to Earth, the empathy in us takes us over. So this is asking you to really connect with your Earth, but as well as meditate, so you can connect with your higher heart, or higher chakra energy. Stay high vibration. Whatever you do to stay high vibration. I like to laugh. I like to sing. I like to listen to music. I like to, do my readings, or anything that keeps me happy, keeps me in that high vibe. And I love that this row here with the at your service, because this is freedom right here. This is adventure. This is magic. So have faith in your abilities. Have faith in your starseed origins. The universe is at your service. Okay, moving on to the Elder card. Love this card. So, seeing the armadillo immediately. I see the snake. So I'm seeing Kundalini Awakening, which we have 2 snakes up here. And the lizard. So the lizard is regeneration. And then we have a turtle here. So a lot of hard shell, but with a soft interior. There's a soft little belly underneath that shell. There's in that shell, and there's a soft belly underneath that armadillo. And the lizard is all about regeneration, regenerating yourself, rebirth. I'm seeing the Integratron up in Joshua Tree. So anyways, protecting. So, this is armor. You have that armor, but you still have that softness. So you know how to protect yourself now from the elements, from others, etc. You have the healthy boundaries, and now you've moved past beyond ancestral patterns, and you are the elder now. You are becoming the elder. An elder, when I think of elder, it doesn't necessarily mean somebody who's older. It also can be an evolved soul, somebody with an evolved soul. And I'm seeing red here and red here. So you got passion on the brain. He's got red up here. So he's honoring his passions. He's wearing his fear and all that on his sleeve, and just embracing it, and embracing his passions, embracing his experiences. Seeing all these dots right here. Anytime I see this, I think of the Pleiadians, or like a star system, like a little map roadway. So it's interesting that we got starseed here as well. He's got this awesome staff of wisdom that he carries around to remind him of just how far he's come, and just how many karmic patterns he has completed. And the song that came through was The Great Houdini by Newfound Glory, which is all about magic. I was just talking about magic over here. And it's also about healthy boundaries. So I love that healthy boundaries came through. Healthy boundaries is the theme up here, so healthy boundaries. And it's the Great Houdini. So magic. The 555 energy. You have the ability to manifest your desires. You are this elder now who understands how the things operate and work. And you're sharing your wisdom and knowledge with others as well. I love it. And I'm seeing the little spirals. It reminds me of crop circles. So I'm also seeing sacred geometry. So maybe you're going to get into, or if you haven't already, look into crop circles. They are DNA reprogramming tools. So if you want to reprogram your DNA, you want to, raise the vibration and stay higher vibration, definitely check out sacred geometry. Definitely check out crop circles. You can Google crop circles and just meditate with the image for a minute and see what that feels like. Okay? All right, moving down to the third row. Oh, but before I do that, I'm just gonna. Oh no, I'll do that at the end. I was gonna come down this way, but I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, so the song that came through is "Clouds" by Borns, and I can't stop thinking about your face. I can't stop thinking about your face. I won't stop. So Chance, Darwin's Orchid. I love orchids, one of my favorite flowers. And I'm seeing Halley's Comet here. And the Halley's Comet has, was recorded since 240 BC. So it's been visible every year, every 74 to 79 years. And it's said to be the star of Bethlehem. So I love that the baby over here, baby Jesus, and the stars of Bethlehem, the star of Bethlehem around your head is up there, but it's also here, the stars. So the chance card is all about opportunities and having a chance to do things differently. Having a chance with this person that you can't stop thinking about their face. Because you've completed all your karmic cycles. You're having messages coming through. There is a chance, an opportunity is coming. So I'm seeing that this is what's happening here. A chance with someone that you probably didn't think you had a chance with, but now that you have completed and healed a lot of karmic cycles and karmic completions, and you're reconsidering the possibility that this could possibly happen, this one sweet love is coming through. So very cool synchronicity here. Darwin's Orchid. And it's almost like our, the Darwin Award, they call it. I'm seeing like people waking up to their own bad decisions, and that's what is happening in this karmic completion. Okay, moving on to the little penguin. So we got the little penguin. That's about fertility. It's the number 6. It's also about balance and nurturing yourself and others, but it's also very creative. Having the balls to do what you love, because every time I see this card, I always think of it as balls. And penguins mate for life. So share your feelings with somebody, share your thoughts. Optimism is key. Be optimistic. And the song that came through was number 4, Novocaine for the Soul by the Eels. And I don't know, this Jesus energy is coming through again, but I'm seeing the Jesus Christ consciousness energy of everybody's connection to source and oneness is awakening. So whenever I think of the eels, I think of that, but they're also electric. So electric eels, I'm seeing electricity, like feeling electrified, feeling like upbeat, like anytime you think of, what you're passionate about, what you love, you have this feeling in your body of like little chills coming through. So this is asking you to be not only hopeful, because we've got optimism up here, but be flexible. Share your ideas. If you're working with other people to create, be flexible in the process. But I'm also seeing it as, fertility. So baby or creating a project. And share what makes you happy. So Novocaine for the Soul. Novocaine for the Soul also kind of reminds me of I Can't Feel My Face by The Weeknd over there. Because, sometimes we don't want to feel, so we numb the feelings with whatever we can think of that will, Sometimes you just want a little Novocaine for the soul, especially if you've been through heartache or heartbreak. So this is saying don't be afraid to love again. Because there's a little penguin that's ready to mate for life. And, okay. And 2 and 4. So 2 is all about love, peace, harmony. And 4 is about building a solid foundation for the future. So building a solid foundation based on love. And so I'm seeing that coming through. Sharing what you love, sharing what you're passionate about. Have the balls to share what you love and to devour life. I love Bjork. Okay, moving on to this final card here. Where am I at? Moving on to this card here that we're not there yet. So 23, At Your Service. And we got Wood by Alice in Chains. Into the flood again. Same old trip it was back then. So, in the Bible, we were all flooded. Into the flood again. But what I'm seeing this here is as, Alice in Chains is almost feeling like we have been chained to this earth and, not realizing, not having faith in our abilities, not realizing that we are this amazing star seed and that the universe is at our service. We've got the number 5 here, which is all about freedom. It's adventure. It is transformation. So you are transforming. You are having faith in your abilities. You are the star's child, and you are now transforming. I'm seeing magic here, a lot of magic, and I'm seeing a ring here, the ring of trust, but I'm also seeing 0 point here and higher heart chakra opening up, and the universe is at your side. If you haven't seen the movie The Secret and you're having a spiritual awakening, highly suggest watching it so you can understand just how much the universe is on your side. And would, I'm seeing that as, would you not only be at other people's service, but would you allow people to be at your service? And would you be open to the universe being at your service? Because it is. So it's almost about breaking cycles as well. You have a chance, have the balls. The universe is at your service. Okay. So moving on to the final card. Daughter of the Phoenix, rising from the ashes. So I've been talking a lot about rebirth. So I'm seeing a lot of rebirth, a lot of karmic completion, a lot of rebirth happening here. It's the number 6 here. So we got 66 here. The song that came through is Your Own Personal Jesus. Holy cow. We had Jesus over here, Jesus over here, Jesus over here. Your own personal Jesus. And what that means is, how I'm seeing it is, you are your own personal Jesus. You are your own God. You are your own, have faith in your own abilities. Don't look outside of somebody. It's okay to admire and be inspired by others, but don't ever feel less than them. Just because somebody is, let's say, more famous than you or has more money than you or does not mean that they are more than you. We are all equal. Every single one of us is equal. We all come into this earth naked, and we all leave this world naked. So, this is just a momentary experience. Move this out of the way. And, Phoenix rising from the ashes. Everything has to burn in order for it to and this is what's happening with Earth right now. I'm glad that this came through. Because, Australia's on fire, Greenland's on fire, everything's on fire. And it's all being reborn into this newer vibration of Earth. It's a completion of a cycle. It is all being reborn. It's all being reborn in a new Earth, a new vibratory frequency. So I'm seeing that. And we have the Christ consciousness energy again here with the halo. There's the halos here, halos here. I'm seeing this halo energy. Halo, halo, halo. And just the way she's sitting, she's just like, it's not hurting her. She's saying the world is like beneath her. She's above the clouds already. She's just watching it all happen, watching it all unfold. And I'm getting that story, or that thing that says, she survived because the fire inside her burned brighter than the fire around her. So I'm getting that kind of energy. Like, you have moved past all this karmic. You have been burned by the fire in a sense, and forged, and like the alchemist, you are reborn into a new substance, a new crystalline energy. I don't know why they're crystalline energy. I'm guided to go back to the penguin for some reason. Laughing. I don't know, something about laughing. Share laughter, share something funny. Okay, I'm moving back. I'm all over the place. So, and another thing I'm hearing with this one is, for the Depeche Mode song, is pick up the receiver and I'll make you a believer. So, answer the call. Answer the call of what you are passionate about. Answer the call of receiving. So when you meditate, palms up and receive what the universe has to offer. Get into that divine feminine receptive energy of receiving, instead of forcing things. When we're out there trying to get everything, and we're what they call hustling, or grinding, that is, you're using your masculine energy. So we want to not only go after, but we also want to be receptive. So we want to balance the masculine and feminine, where it's not all about, you know, making money on this earth. We also want to give, as well as receive, and, you know, take and give and take. Okay, and I love that it was number 12 in the 12th card, so 12 right here. And the number 6, so 3 6, 33 6. Very cool. And so this card talks about being baptized, about, you know, I already talked about it, the rebirth, baptized by the fire. And responsibility, preparation, leadership. So stepping into that leadership role, being at service to others. You have a chance. All you need is the balls to step up and be at service to others, and let them be at service to you as well. So, and it's also talking about letting go, which is interesting that it showed up with the ancestral patterns, because that is moving beyond. So you have let go and you've burned all these things into the fire, and like the phoenix rising from the ashes, you've released the old baggage, and now you're being reborn. The old baggage is gone. You've let go of a lot of things. You're starting to realize that material possessions are not what make you happy. And you know, it's the love that keeps you through. I'm hearing that song by Sade, Only Love Gets You Through. So yeah, the daughter of the phoenix. And so I'm seeing a lot of bird energy, because we've got a lot of birds. Got penguins here. So flying, ready to fly. So when we're looking at it in this way, expect a miracle. You have moved beyond your ancestral patterns, and now you're being reborn like the phoenix rising from the ashes. You are ready to fly. Fly, child, fly. So I love it. I love the phoenix, the daughter of the phoenix. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. I will be coming back to you possibly tomorrow for a energy reading. If you guys will remember my energy readings, I will be doing that for 2020. And I just want to thank you guys all so much for your love and your support, and just always, you know, commenting and letting me know that you are on the journey and that you are doing your best. So thank you so much, all of you. I love you. Namaste.